Now, in everything that we are and in everything that we do in life, there should be a desire to be successful. Not for personal perfection, not to always be the best, just to have some level of success. Hopefully, we can all say that we have some small amount of success in all areas of our lives. Sure, maybe we are super successful in an individual area or two in our life, but probably not in everything, and probably not in the areas that matter most. But honestly, sometimes we just struggle to have success even in the most trivial parts of life. And that makes me wonder why that is. There can be a genuine lack of opportunity to succeed, and there can be a lack of drive on our part to succeed. And if we're honest, it is that lack of drive that is the usual suspect. Our tendency to gravitate towards complacency in life, that is most often the issue. But I truly believe that we should desire to thrive in every area of life, especially in the areas that have the most meaning to us. And we can thrive when we realize that we have to want to overcome our complacency and actually do something about it. See, it's our complacency that gets us in trouble. We are content with the ease of something or self-satisfied with where we are in life, not realizing that we are missing out on what could be better. Or worse yet, not caring about better because we're too lazy to do the work required. We may not think that we're lazy because we are always working, always on the go, always doing something. But at the expense of what? We are often too busy with life and work to actually do the hard things like relational building or maintaining our health or even our creative endeavors. We are lazy with those hard things because we are busy with the things that we think matter, but maybe more than they really should. See, even in our busyness, we are complacent, and that gets us into trouble. Now, we can turn that around and force a paradigm shift in our thinking, a radical change of thought from our complacent mindset to an active one that forces us to thrive in the things that matter most. Now, what does it mean to thrive in our work, our relationships, our creativity, and in our lives? Well, when we thrive, we can prosper. Now, most people think that prospering has to do with money, and it can, but I like to think of prospering as having success in the things that matter most. The things like family relationships, friendships, and the growth of our faith. We are most prosperous when we live lives that focus on loving God and others and loving self last. When we thrive, we increase. Again, not in a financial way necessarily, but increase in the quantity and quality of what is important to us. Maybe it is closer friends. Maybe it is time to do the things that hold value to us. Maybe it is producing more and better creative works. When we thrive, we grow. Obviously, we don't get taller. But we grow in our skills, talents, and abilities. We grow in our understanding. We grow in our wisdom and knowledge. We grow in our relationships. We grow in all of the things that matter to us. And when we thrive, we flourish. This is my favorite aspect of thriving in life because I imagine a tree growing up to the sky, its branches growing out, opening up to the world around it, full of green leaves and eventually blossoming with beautiful flowers. Those flowers allow that tree to eventually reproduce itself, and that new tree grows and the process is repeated. When we thrive to the point of flourishing, we prosper, we increase, we grow, and then we give all of who we are in this life to those around us, reproducing the things that matter most in those around us. So that's all well and good, but what does it take to thrive? Well, it takes a lot. The obvious ones are it takes commitment, it takes time, it takes effort, and a couple of not so obvious ones, and in my opinion, the hardest, it takes accountability. We like to think that we can do things in life on our own, but in order to shift our predisposition towards complacency, we have to have people in our lives that will keep us accountable, especially in our faith and in our relationships. And it also takes balance, because to thrive to the point of flourishing, we have to balance all of the things that are important. If we focus so much on thriving in one area of life, we can leave other important areas vulnerable to decay. This is too often the story. It was for me. I was so focused on my job at one point in my life that my relationship with my wife and my kids suffered. I didn't see it at the time, but I do now, and unfortunately, sometimes I'm still having to repair the damage that I caused to the ones that I love most in life. We must have balance to thrive. Now, I know none of that is easy, but nothing in life that is worthwhile ever is. As we wrap up, I want to be clear, there are things that are most important in life. Things that we must thrive in each of our lives. The things that we should spend the most effort on: our faith, our marriages, our parenting, our relationships. And then when those things are thriving and healthy, then we can focus on thriving in our work, in our hobbies, and in our creative endeavors. I'll be honest, when it comes right down to it, for me, there's a little saying that I think sums this all up, and it goes something like this: we thrive because we have to. When we lose the have to, we no longer thrive. So, are you thriving in the important areas of your life? Life is truly so short, and we need to have that desire to make the most of it, especially with the people and things that mean the most to us. I want to encourage you, go find those areas in your life and do the hard work to flourish in what matters most. Now, my hope for all of us is that we find the have to and thrive in every area of our lives as we all go, create, and be a blessing. You can support our channel by subscribing, hitting that bell icon to get notified when new content comes out, and liking our videos. If you'd like to consider supporting our team financially, there's a link in the video description with more details. Those things will help our channel for sure, but if you do nothing else, please spend some time in the comments of our videos encouraging one another to create, to help others create, and to help grow that creative nature within us all. Oh, and you can check out these videos too. Thanks. We'll see you again soon.